Hello, it's me again. That's gonna be uploaded on the same day than the other video. Who cares, right? So, after finishing the last video, I found this tweet, picture, and it said, "Soda becomes vodka, bikes become cars, kisses turn into sex. Remember when dad's shoulders were the highest place on earth, and mom was your hero. Race issues were about who ran the fastest. War, only a card game. The most pain you felt when you skinned your knees. And goodbyes only meant until tomorrow. And we couldn't wait to grow up." Follow the pyramid on Twitter, I guess. Citation. But it's quite interesting, because when you're little you always want to grow up, and when you grow up you realize that it's not particularly amazing like you thought it would be. For example, you have all your stupid tests and things to learn for, jobs to care about, getting a job, getting into a different school. You don't think about it when you're little, because now I quite miss it, just not caring about what I do in school, because it really doesn't matter, because you get good grades, because it's easy as shit, okay? You do not have to worry about anything, okay, other than what you're gonna do tomorrow after school. Doing your homework that takes 5 minutes, and now you're looking into jobs, into schools, how to pay for different things because you want something, or you have a phone and the phone has a problem, you have to fix the problem. When you were little you were just playing with non-electronic stuff, or it used to be like that. I'm not old enough to quite say it like that. I had a Nintendo, but Nintendos don't really make problems because it's a Nintendo, and it won't even do a lot, so there's nothing to go wrong in a Nintendo. So today there's 5-year-olds with iPads, which I think is kind of ridiculous at this point, and like 6-year-olds with smartphones. I mean, I was like, I think 9 or so, and I got my first phone, like little phone thingy. It's Sony Ericsson phone. Not really the greatest thing, but it did the job, and it had a camera, which I really thought was kind of cool, because camera, and when you were little your parents have cameras apparently. But yeah, I started filming a stupid shit, and that was it. I'm just happy with it. And nowadays they're playing games on their phones and all that sort of stuff, and don't really think what it can actually do and what other things weren't able to do. Like just a couple of years ago, you would not think about a Qualcomm Snapdragon 820 or something like that. You would just think like, what? I can read my mails on the go. It has 4G or 3G. That's amazing. That's just so new. And now it's like, it's getting kind of slow, my 4G. I want a 5G. And that just doesn't happen. And it's really crazy how stuff like that evolves to such a degree where people just think everything is just how it is. Like, when I would have seen this camera there that's filming, when I was little, I was like, what? It can do so much cool shit. Like, the stuff that this camera does, I used to do for like a printer, where you put in the cards, you have the pictures on, and then you would select like a frame for it. That was just special, and I felt like it was really cool, and it's probably really expensive, and it really wasn't expensive, but I thought it would be like an amazing thing, because you could customize your pictures just by printing them. It just blew my mind. Or the first game I had on my first phone was like, what? It's, everyone else? Like, all great blocks walking around doing great jobs and everyone being the same. How is it gonna be fun? Like, look at all these stars, they're not like everyone else. Look at all YouTube celebrities. Like look at PewDiePie screaming at the camera most of the time. Like, most people call him weird, but he's not weird on the internet. I mean, that's why I'm doing this. Yeah, great. So you listen to Bring Me the Horizon and things like that. Are you worshipping Satan? Are you now? Have you looked at your lyrics? It's not about worshipping Satan, okay? Yes, there are bands that satanic things, okay? But just because they do it doesn't mean that everything is the fucking same, okay? Someone can do different, okay? It doesn't always have to do with Satan, okay? If it's not just mainstream music, it's not equaling Satan. That's just stupid, okay? Just to get that off my mind. Not sure if I'm the only one thinking that, but it's pretty ridiculous, isn't it? So something that I fall a victim to, I guess. I switched from an iPhone and everyone's like, why do you switch from an iPhone? It is so fantastic. And it's Apple. And I don't know. I mean, I get bored using the same thing for fucking years on end. I mean, if you're happy with your product, then who am I to judge, right? But I get bored with things, and if I am not allowed to change what I don't like anymore, that's just ridiculous. And maybe I regret me switching from an iPhone, but for now I'm pretty happy with it. It's just not as restricted like an iPhone, if you know what I mean, if you've used one. Yeah, that's pretty bad sometimes. Don't you see what's wrong with doing something like this? Don't you see it? I mean, it's just terrible. It's just pretty awful. Like, there are people that have left the internet completely, deleted everything, because they have done something wrong, and everyone's going to hunt them down for it, relentlessly harass them, until they're just gone. And I don't know why this is how it is. It's just, what is society anymore? I mean, why are you doing this? It's like, just like with the jobs, I mean, if you're not like everyone else, I mean, if I want to work in a bank and I have blue hair, and it's like, that's